Come on, champ. Sign the contract. Let's go. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's nonsense. It's. I get that you're a firefighter. I get that you're a guy that we admire that. We admire all those things about you wanting to help people in this crisis time. But you're also the champion of the world. You know, come on, man. Let's get this thing done. Sign the contract. Like,
what date?
August. Let's fight in August.
Let's go.
Fight in August. Let's go. Let's fight in August. Let's get this thing done. You know, I think he also said last fight didn't start so fast, didn't start so well, but this time it'll be better. It didn't start so well because I'm better than him. Like that's it's what it is. It's gonna start like that this time, but this time I'm not gonna get tired, and you're not gonna just punch me in the stomach for 5 minutes. You know, we're gonna prepare me to go and beat you again. So it's gonna start the same way because I'm better than him. Just sign a contract.
True or false? You finally watched that second fight for the first time.
It's the first time I watched the fight.
When did you do it?
I watched the fight the other day on the treadmill. I was running and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to watch it. And I watched it, and I think I beat him up so bad in the first round that I lost respect for him and started carrying my hands really low and not fighting the way that I'm known to fight. And I'm going to beat him up like that again. I'm a better fighter than Stipe Miocic. I respect him. I think he's a great guy. I think he's a great role model, but I'm better than him, and I just want to go prove it. Like, I should have never lost to him. I should have never lost that fight to Stipe Miocic. That is going to be one of my greatest regrets. You know, I lost to Jones, and I fought well in the second fight. I fought well at times in the first fight, but he was better, right? He was better. Stipe Miocic was not better than me, and that's going to be something I regret for the rest of my life, that I let him get a victory over me. He should have never got one.
So maybe even remove yourself from this fight. Let's just say in a vacuum, you know, fighter A, fighter B. Fighter A has a big weight cut for, you know, arguably no reason. Cuts the weight on April 17th. Just to show that he can do it, and is going to come back and cut it again on May 8th. What do you make of a fighter's decision to cut the weight just to make a point?
I would say every fighter is different. That fits Tony perfectly. If I'm in Tony's corner, do Tony. He's doing Tony, and we expect him to beat Tony. We want the best Tony, and I expect Tony to beat Tony. That's he's not going to change what he's going to do. Do I think it's right for Justin to do it? No. I think it's a distraction for our style. I think it could benefit. I don't know him on that level. I haven't worked with him in a training camp. I don't know what his cuts are like. That's the cool thing about this sport is there's so many different ways to do things, and he stands out. He stands out in all his training. Like, if you look at it if I didn't know who he was and didn't follow him for many years, I would look at him and say he's crazy. He's training like that.
Yeah.
But if I was his coach after knowing that, I think that works for Tony. That's Cowboy Cerrone. Cowboy Cerrone was a very unique guy. He'd like to go out and do like X Games stuff for training and use that and wakeboard. And wakeboarding's hard on your legs and things like that. So what works for an athlete works for him. And him doing the weight cut, like, I don't really pay much attention to it. Again, I expect the best Tony to go out there, but I wouldn't ask Justin. Justin never has a problem cutting weight. Like, it's really easy for him to cut weight, and I think that's one of his best attributes is he doesn't carry a lot of weight. He fights at his we train at the weight that we want to fight at. If we cut a lot of weight and we're like worried we got to put this weight back, I don't think that's healthy for a body.
When I hold meats, I like to hold close to my face with all my fighters. Just so you know that. I like to hold here. And the first time I put over here, I saw his right hook. Area I saw all my life. I saw my wife, my daughters, my dog. I see everything. I'm gonna die after that. But it's just like the fear of all the time when I hold meats, any kind of combination that we do there, he pushed me outside of the mat.
Wow.
He put pressure. Mike Tyson games, as everybody knows, is pressure. The same way he fights is the same way he trains. As soon as we start training, I say, my Lord, I didn't know what to expect for a guy. Then he had to hold meets for 10 years. He had 8 meets for, I think, almost 10 years. So I didn't expect to see what I saw. I saw a guy like with same speed, same power as the guys with 21, 22 years old. And I can tell if you spar with guys, has to be a good guy to spar with Mike. Because if don't be prepared, he's gonna drop for sure, 100%. The power is different level. I train a lot of heavyweights in my career, a lot of heavyweights with no disrespect with nobody. It's no disrespect to say you
Sure.
don't hit like Mike Tyson, you know, disrespect.
Yeah. Hey, I ask you, I spoke to Cowboy Cerrone earlier this week. I don't know this, but his plan is to drive his RV across the country, which is nothing new for him, and fight on May 9th. And he told me that after he wins his fight on May 9th against Showtime Pettis, first thing he's going to do is go to you and be like, hey, Dana, who do we got lined up for Wednesday, May 13th? Who do we got lined up for Saturday, May 16th? Would you let Cowboy Cerrone fight 3 times? He out healthy?
I listen. I love that the kid thinks like that, but it may, especially with what's going on right now, we're trying to be as safe as we possibly can. Having somebody fight 3 times in you know, a span of 6 or 7 days absolutely positively does not make sense.
Cowboy would probably do it though if you let him. So
probably, but you know, that's why we're here to protect these guys from themselves.
Yep. All right, a couple more questions, then I'll let you go. Just some names that I think are interested in, because they've been active in the media and they've been saying that they want fights. You know, this happened. You were originally wanted to go to San Diego on May 16th, and it was rumored that Dustin Poirier was going to fight on that card. And he keeps, you know, posting pictures of him training. Do you have any expectation, or what would you like to see for Dustin Poirier next?
Yeah, I can't remember what the situation is with Poirier. The matchmakers were just telling me about it the other day. It's either that he can't be ready or we don't have an opponent for him right now. But, you know, as soon as we can get him in there and he's ready to go, we'll get him a fight.
How about the former champion, Tyron Woodley? He's also been out there saying that he wants fights. He's raised his hand for certain dates. What's the latest with Tyron Woodley?
We're working on a fight with him right now. So after these 3 dates, we're coming right back. We're going to do like 4 fights in 14 days. So after May 9th, the UFC schedule is back on. We're back on and running. And we're looking at a fight for Woodley. Woodley will probably be the 4th fight. He'll be the main event.
On that May 23rd is what you're saying?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Last one I'll ask you about is the one that a lot of people have been looking forward to really all year, kind of anticipating it would happen in the summer. Give me your latest on Kamaru Usman versus Jorge Masvidal. When are you, what do you have a time frame for that one?
I don't know. We're talking about a few different things. We have something else interesting for Masvidal too that we were just talking about yesterday. We'll see how this whole thing plays out. You know, locations and how fast. You know, to start speculating down the road right now is too soon. Let's get by these 3 fights in Florida and then, you know, we'll figure out what's next. But yeah, we're talking about different possibilities with those guys. Oh shit!
What's happening, everybody? You know, I'm putting in work here at the Diamond Training Center. Got to stay in shape. Just got done with bag work. Now I'm going to do a on it 6 bodyweight finisher. Let's go.
Snake number 2 for the day. Hey, Danger. Are we gonna hit big bumps?
Yeah.
Are we gonna go fast?
Yeah.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.